Yes, yes, yes. Don't forget to check out Doggy Diamonds No Filter on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. If you've never been there before or you don't know how to get there, make sure you go to the description box below and subscribe below. Also, for only $100, I promote whatever you need on my social medias and my website. That's my Twitter, Facebook, Insta Stories, YouTube community, and my website, like I said, www.doggydiamondstv.com. Hit me up on Instagram at Doggy Diamonds for your promo. Serious inquiries only. Also, if you're not a member of the channel and you want to get exclusive content, early release content, and content that only you might be able to see as a member, make sure you join now. The link is right in the description box. Also, if you need anger management, domestic violence interventions, life coaching, then Karim Blizz Johnson can help you. Make sure you contact him on Instagram at Karim Blizz Johnson for your assessment. As soon as this live is over, do it now. Let's go. Oh, man. What a wonderful day. Every day is wonderful, despite all the BS, the good, the bad, the indifferent. Oh, man, I might set something on fire today. I don't know. These words is going to be fiery today. Ooh. This is in such alignment with what I want to talk about and what I've been talking about. Ha! So all the people who might get mad at me in advance and want to send me DMs and you disappointed in me or whatever, go play with somebody else right now. I'm going to tell you right now, don't even do it. I'm going to tell you right now, don't even do it because I don't care about what you got to say. Do it on your platform. Do it on you. Don't send me no messages. You disappointed or you lost respect for me. I don't care about your disappointment or your respect. Straight like that. So, let's go. I'm here. What's up, everybody? I go by the name of Doggy Diamonds. This is Doggy Diamonds TV. I don't even have a haircut. I'm supposed to be going to the barbershop. I'm supposed to be doing another interview. But when all this came about, I was like, yo, no. We got to go in now. I got to go in now. I don't got no time for nothing. I'm supposed to be cooking a burger upstairs. I ain't got no time, man. Hold on. I'm not by myself. Hold on, man. Let them know who you be, man. Oh, we got to take the next wave out. What are we doing? This ain't the next wave. Man, your name ain't even on the screen. See, this is what I'm saying. We was rushing, man. Shout out to Anthony Greenwald, though. We was rushing, man. Hold on. Go ahead. Continue, though.
Well, you know, I'm saying, look, we just left.
Yeah.
We just left 1:30 this morning.
Yeah, you right. Yeah, we back.
Who give it up like this?
Yeah.
If it ain't Doggy Diamonds, it's salute. Karim Blizz Johnson, BK's finest, East New York representative. Penn Workman houses. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power. I love my comrade. Let's get it.
I love my comrade. I love my audience, and I love all the supporters who've been supporting over the years, new and old, especially people who've been down from day one, who stayed down, who don't leave, despite not liking some of the stuff I have to say when I say it, but they understand that it comes from a good place. And it's all cultural, you know what I'm saying? It's opinion based, but it's cultural at the same time. And then also respect to the new people who come along and say, yo, you know what? Something about you that I do like. I don't agree with everything you say, but I respect what you do. Shout out to y'all too. It's very, very important. North, east, south, west, don't matter where you from. I'm not geographically tied to anywhere, anybody, but shout out to y'all for joining us. So it's a big controversy going on. It's a lot of controversies going on. And I do want to say this before we start. This is very, very important. And this is a whole nother bill. But this is very important that I say this because I got people ears right now. The fact that y'all worried about Nia Long getting cheated on over Brett Favre allegations and welfare fraud and taking money from the people of Mississippi, and them people don't even got clean water, just shows where you at. Nia Long is going to get cheated on. Chick going to get cheated on. I don't know how that's news, but this Brett Favre thing is getting covered. I gotta say that because it shows where you at. Who the fuck is Nia Long that she can't get cheated on? People cheat every day, but people getting robbed and not having clean water and a millionaire And because only reason why I'm saying Brett Favre and Nia Long, because it's all sports and it's all relative to sports and it's sports figures in there. So all y'all, Nia Long, that's all I see. But what do y'all know about Brett Favre? What do y'all know about what he did? When Michael Vick actually fought the dogs, he got more press than that because he fought the dogs, and y'all turned on him too. So if y'all not talking about Brett Favre, miss me with that Nia Long shit. I don't give a fuck about Nia Long. Seriously. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I don't care who got cheated on. That's dick and pussy shit that don't concern me. But people stealing water, people stealing money, defrauding people, millionaires, and y'all not talking about that? Fuck out of here with that shit. I don't give a fuck about Nia Long and that old ass 50-year-old box that somebody didn't want no more or went somewhere else. Who the fuck is she? Why she take precedent over anything and y'all talking about it like y'all even know who some of y'all father is? Like your mama ain't get cheated on. The fuck out of here. But if you want to say something to that, go ahead. But I'm off that.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
I told you last night that it goes either way. Either the earth get watered or this dude gonna knock something down. I'm telling you, we don't know what's going on in people's bedrooms. And I don't care what they may look like on the outside.
Yeah, give a fuck about that shit.
So I don't care about that shit. It's Hollywood dumb shit.
Yeah, fucking dude, millionaire, multi-millionaire, Hall of Fame, NFL player, and welfare fraud. Welfare fraud, stealing, and these people don't have fucking water, and y'all talking about Nia Long.
And if somebody in New York City take $200 or $300 more than they supposed to get from their EBT or whatever, they going through jail, ACS, all type of bullshit. But it just goes to show you how different municipalities, states, and governances take seriously charges when it comes to these type of individuals, man. It's wild, but I really don't care about it.
Yeah, fucking all day of my time, I Nia Long. I'm like, what the fuck? Cause she look good? That shit is old. Like, fuck that. It don't matter. People get cheated. This shit happens. But robbery and poor people not having water, and when it's a black man in press for the little smallest infraction, that shit all day. Where does Brett Favre shit at? Why is that being swept under the rug? You know why? Because they hit you what they think you care about. Y'all always care about who somebody else is fucking, who got cheated on, who this, that, and the third. That's the fucking problem. So they know how to trigger y'all, so they could sweep his shit under the rug. He could be the great white hope in the Hall of Fame, one of the greatest. And he don't have mad shit that he did. Don't get me started on all the shit that he did since he been in the NFL. But I'm off that. I'm just telling y'all, cut the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That Nia Long shit don't matter. I don't even fuck that coach, fuck the chick he fucked with, and fuck Nia Long too. We watch her movies that say, I don't care who she's smashing. Straight, it just don't matter. I don't care if she got cheated on. I don't care if Beyonce cheated, Jay-Z cheated. What that got to do with me? It don't got nothing to do with me. It's not a talking point. I don't know why y'all so concerned and y'all have illegitimate children. Some of y'all dudes got children you don't take care of, and some of y'all women y'all done cheated on dudes you don't even know who your kid father is. That's why y'all got paternity tests. And y'all making Nia Long a big fucking thing, and you got this dude who robbed people, our people. So y'all not talking about that? Fuck out of here. Y'all always brainwashing. Y'all stupid. And they gonna keep you stupid with stupid shit, and you gonna stay stupid, and they gonna always walk and hold theirs in high regard because they get to cover it, because they know they put the veil on you with bullshit, and you gonna go with the bullshit, and he gonna get to walk scot-free like everything else, unless somebody start using these buzzwords like Illuminati and all. Then the Illuminati, that's all you care about. It's buzzwords, spooky shit. But shit that's reality based and shit that really happened, you don't give a fuck about. You don't care about nothing but stupid ass this dumb shit. But anyway, let me calm the fuck down. Let's get to the topic at here. I just had to say that, man. That shit was boiling in me. My whole fucking timeline is talking about Nia Long. Nia Long got cheated. I'm like, fuck Nia Long. You think your daddy was what you think songs like Papa was a Rolling Stone for? She 50-something years old. She done been around the block. Whatever. And again, they keep.
She ain't been around much.
But the point that I'm.
about
Anyway, the
that.
point that I'm making is that they always give us what we should be mad at. What this is what you should be angry at, but don't worry about this though. But Michael Vick fighting dogs, Allen Iverson fighting in the bowling alley. But this dude stole. If one of us stole, listen, you said if one of us stole a couple of dollars, because if that's the case, listen, if that's the case, it's here. If he's free, right? If he's free and clear, then all the dudes that scammers. All the dudes that got them they putting out PPP loan dudes. Oh, he got money. This dude defrauded millions. And the only person talking about it is Shannon Sharp. Y'all pussy. Yeah. Straight up and down.
Yeah. Well, listen, they just arrested 15 people in the shop because they bailed out using PPP loans.
This is what I'm saying, man.
So they went and got them.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying, yeah.
This dude is still, playing grab ass and probably on Madden and shit in his crib.
Anyway, so
it is what it is.
Yeah, so let's move forward. So the LL Cool J responded to DJ Akademiks. Now, when I seen DJ Akademiks, LL Cool J responded to DJ Akademiks. So now when I saw
what
the thing,
what did Akademiks say now? Because I don't give a fuck about Akademiks.
Well, this is the thing with Akademiks.
I'm telling y'all, that's a monster that they created.
Yeah, but now then again, see, this is where I'm going to qualify certain things, because it's a misconception that they created him. No, he created himself, but he sensationalized something that people cared about, right? So like I tell you, a sucker is born every minute. If you hear talking about hip hop, real hip hop and this, they watching? No, they want that fuck shit, and he provided it for them, and they made him big. So let's get to the point.
Platform that he's utilizing
was YouTube.
I'm talking about the initial technological platform. I'm talking about hip hop. This is the platform he's in.
No, that wasn't what he used. He used the war in Chirac. Niggas killing each other. It's not hip hop. That's niggas killing each other. So
listen.
They wanted it. Whether we like it or not, and this is the thing that y'all, one day y'all gonna get it. Maybe y'all won't.
Where's it coming from? Because without you, there is no Akademiks. There is no $1 million worth of game. There is no the custody down the block. There is none of these joints. But he is an extension of what you created, and you're coming from hip hop, and you were created based on these other things, Source Magazine, all this shit that this person is in that light. He ain't coming from rock and roll,
but
he's Chirac.
But
he's using his hip hop.
But he supplied.
Format.
Yeah.
So they created this monster.
No, listen, what I'm saying is that he supplied that low level, low vibrating shit that they want, that I talk about every night. That's what they want.
And again, I'm going to put the
now look, listen, because again, we're not going to blow nothing up. But look at the screenshot I sent you last night. That's what they want.
Right.
That's what they want. They can front like they don't want it. They can say, "Oh no, I'm with you." That's what they want. That's why his numbers. Right, so that's why his numbers. That's why his number is where it's at. That's why he's where he's at. That's why, because at the end, right? Think about it. If his word didn't mean nothing, why is it an uproar? Why is LL Cool J responding to Akademiks?
Listen, because again, I'm going to tell you, because he has a responsibility for birthing that type of shit. I'm telling you, I'm from that era and I watched it. They let certain dudes in the game to speak for the game who ain't built for this shit. That's what creates Akademiks and all these little dudes that come out their fucking mouth with this bird shit.
But what I'm saying,
you created that because they pushed dudes like me out of the game. Well, I would have punched him in his mouth. This is what we doing. So that's why he had to respond to that. That's why it caught him, because he, as somebody who considers himself a pioneer, allowed that bitch shit to be born.
LL, that is, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go there. So what was said, Akademiks called a lot of the pioneers Dusty. Okay. They called him Dusty, broke. So LL responds. He didn't say his name, but we know he's talking about because of who said what, right? Now Akademiks said that again. When people say stuff, it rarely bothers me because I don't care. Some stuff, if it resonates with me personally, I choose to respond, or sometimes it's just content, right? But I normally don't care, right? So he said this. LL responded, and a lot of people are upset. A lot of pioneers are upset. LL did a whole spiel, record this. You know, he wanted it to went out there. You know, he wanted it to go out there. He wanted everybody to hear it, and it got heard. I
Right.
see I see TMZ picked it up. Many outlets picked it up. You know, and speaking about it, and many people are going to be on the side of LL, right? But LL was being, in my opinion, educational, trying to be educational. But what did you think about what LL response was?
I'm going to say it, and I've been saying it, and I don't know how many times I had to say it on this platform and wherever I'm at. There is a lot of truth to what L said.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I understand because I was there when they had to explain every element of what they were doing and the shame that comes with that. Like in order to propel the culture to where it is, they had to be sort of clownish and kind of disrespected. I used to watch them on people's shows and they would say, well, what is hip hop? What are you doing? What is this rap? Mm-hmm. And the faces that they were making to, to kind of humble themselves to be able to go to the next level. They had to swallow a lot of shit in order for the growth of the culture to get to where it's at now. Mm-hmm. They had to do a lot of that. I was there. I seen it. I lived it. Mm-hmm. People was very dismissive of what hip hop was. They didn't believe it was going to last. They just shitted it down. They clowned it. They tried to make sure that they did everything to get rid of it. But we knew that it was going to be what it is today. We said, yo, listen, if we can build it, people are going to come. And that's when all this shit began to explode. The merch, right? The clothing lines, the TV shows, the movie stars. We knew that shit was in us. We knew that was going to happen. Let's not say that we did not know. But in order for it to grow, you had to go through David Brenner's show. You had to go through the Tonight Show, Joan Rivers. We had to go to all these little late night shit, these little spots, hole in the walls, these little publications before Source any of that, and articulate who we were and what we were doing. And it's shameful in that shit. That's like somebody saying, well, what is black? What do you mean you're a black man? What do black people do? That shit is disrespectful, and you want to punch somebody in the mouth for it. But you remain humble, you performed, you did what you had to do in order to fit into an industry that was not accepting and didn't want you there. So them pioneers had to eat a lot of bullshit to get to where they got. So I dig where he coming from with it. You did, but it's a lot that come with that and a lot of mistakes that they made. It was a lot of mistakes that they made.
Okay, so he called them dusty and broke. Now, this was the goalpost moving to me. Mm-hmm. Because he switched it to me. LL switched it as don't say anything of them being broke, meaning that they didn't contribute to the culture. That's not what Akademiks was saying. That's not what he didn't have no fans. That's not what he was saying. That to me, that's not what he was saying. Now, to me, this was my understanding of it. I get tired of people saying, this, that. Okay. What do you have to show for that?
Nothing.
So, you mean to tell me hip hop is what, 50?
Yeah.
when you was in your heyday, because remember, it was some of them in their heyday. We had pioneers who was on television, who was in movies, who was in different things. What the fuck did they do for anybody, and who did they put on?
Well, and to give people clarity on it and to go to a point that I think L missed, they weren't in powerful positions. It's one thing to, again, be an artist and entertain and get notoriety and visibility. It's another thing to be able to call shots, to be able to be in position to put others on and move, and then have the mindset and the intellect as an individual not to just use what you're doing for yourself in order for you to get right, but to bring others along.
Okay, so let's say they didn't do it 20 years ago.
Right.
Why didn't they never do it?
Well, again, that is where Akademiks' truth comes in, when he says a lot of them are dusty, and you can't dispute.
And
that.
A lot of them wasn't smoking crack. A lot of them don't smoke crack. Okay, then so when are they gonna come out and say, look? When are they gonna tell their truth? Like, yo, look, the industry, this, that, and the third. I got caught up in the crack. They be walking around all pretentious, like they on, and we should respect them and all. Like, nigga, you a fucking crackhead. Get out my face. How we treat crackheads in the hood? Do we care that anybody did anything for anything when you start smoking crack? Think about it. All right. So if you a hip hop founder and you known for being a cokehead and somebody sold you crack and you smoke crack and you got other people who took the culture and furthered it, why should we kiss your ass?
You shouldn't kiss nobody's ass to that degree. And you think that's what L is saying? Kiss they ass by saying respect them and pay homage?
I don't have to respect. You don't. First of all, respect comes from you. Respect is respecting yourself. Once you put that stem in your mouth, you don't got no respect. Straight up, you don't got no respect. You ain't gonna sit here and tell me how I should be all this did with you when I had to take the shit and make it go where it go. You fumbled the ball. You fumbled the ball.
A lot of them fumbled the ball.
Okay, so why?
And what do I always ask you? And any of my comrades outside of this social media, what do I always ask them? Because most of the people I deal with are behind the scenes. I got a few close comrades that are artists that y'all see on the regular. But I mean the behind the scenes, the managers, some of the execs. I always ask them, like, during that time, why this one didn't get a job? Why this one didn't get a job? Why this one didn't? And because they had people there. We've seen Fly Ty do it. He was an early executive. We've seen Russell do it.
And he got high, too.
Andre
and he got high.
Had examples of people who were doing it. I watched, personally, me. I seen Chris Light. I used to see him in Union Square, in Latin Court. Dudes was little dude. They wasn't doing shit. I seen him grow into the executive. So when you pioneers are asking for your respect and not to be considered dusty, listen, give us your truth.
No.
Fell off. Say that you were smoking.
Now look,
and had an opportunity to be in a powerful position, but didn't do it.
Now look, now listen to me. Now we in a situation where their truth is what? We didn't get the money we supposed to get because we had poor record deals and we got stolen from. That's their truth, right?
Yeah.
So in 2022, which we're in, about to hit 2023 in a couple of months, they still not getting stolen from. They still not getting bad deals. They still getting it. So we're the pioneers to say, hold on. I want to start something. So what happened to you don't happen to me. So how are we supposed to, if it's still happening, it's still happening. So what have you changed in the culture?
None of them, because again, they still being artists.
No, they not. No, they're not. No, listen, they're not being artists. They're being podcasters and other shit now and saying respect me for what I did 40 years ago. That's not how that shit work. That's not how it works. When you do shit in the culture, you move, your seat moves. All the people who run hip hop are former artists. They just happen to be rock and roll artists and rock and roll executives. How many pioneers from the culture are executives in this business to show the youth how the game go?
I don't know.
Who has LL Cool J put on?
Put on?
Yes.
Nobody. And I know of.
Who Rakim put on?
Nobody that I know of. I'm gonna be a buck. I don't know. I never seen nobody say I'm Rakim artist. I'm LL Cool J artist. I never seen that. You seen it?
So, but we're supposed to. No, I never saw. But so we're supposed to respect people who didn't even help the culture grow past the point of when you was there. Well, it has to listen. It has to grow. Listen, what I'm saying to you, it has to grow past this, right? Because this is not 1970 no more. We got the 80s, we got the 90s, we got the 2000s, we got the 10s, and now we got the 20s. Right. How many of them made sure that the culture was in good hands? And what happens? They don't respect the youth. They be the main ones saying, "Oh, it's whack and you whack." So the youth rebel against them. That's how it is.
But I think it's 2 points. And I think that the conversation needed to stretch a little, because I believe from L's standpoint and from a lot of those pioneers' standpoint is that the creative space that they were as people of the culture can't be pushed back. And that's the ego point for them. They say, well, I created this. And then L is saying, well, as a solo artist, I elevated this to this space. Rakim, I elevated it to this space creatively, as a creative entity, not from a business perspective, but as an artist. Don't take away and diminish what I gave to the game. That's their beef, because that's the only thing that they can make true argument.
I don't give a fuck about creation.
Because like you said, they didn't do anything business-wise.
I'm not even talking about business. I'm not talking about business.
So what are we talking about?
I'm talking about what did you do to further the culture? If Rakim is only known for I came through the door, how long ago was that? We love it. Listen to me for 1 second. We love it. We love it. I'm in my mid-40s. I love it. So you're trying to tell me the person who's 22 supposed to sonically the music's not the same? What has he done to cement himself in the culture forever and made sure that the babies, because the babies is the most part, the babies, all that fucking jargon dudes. What did you do? What did you do to make sure the people that was coming behind you wasn't going to get beat like you did, besides complain about what happened to you?
I'm telling you, they did nothing. I'm telling you, and I told y'all that before, that I had day one homies, close homies. Then you ask them, yo, son, what is this shit? Let me see your contract. What is this shit about? What is the business end of this? They was quiet. They won't show you shit. And at that point, the next generation is going to suffer, because none of them wanted to show you that, nah, son, I'm on some sucker shit. I'm getting 75 cents a record while this company's getting $14.99. They never did that. L, Rob, none of them never did it until we got to a space where dudes like Puffy and Jermaine and them were able to say, oh, this is this shit here? Let me see if I could be a little bit more fair.
Where's Jermaine come from? Where does Jermaine come from? Where does Jermaine Dupri come from?
From his father.
No. Where else does he come from?
From out of town.
He come from Houdini.
Right.
Okay.
And that's still through his father's tree.
It's still he was
So
there.
he had
No,
a
the point.
different-
No, but the point I'm making, he was there breakdancing. He was there. He was there. Fresh Fest. He was there.
Right.
So he was
And
able
he
to
still
first.
got beat.
No, but he still was able to bring us Crisscross, the Brat, Usher, different Jagged Edge, and different stuff.
And did he beat them?
That's not my point. I don't
It
give a
is the
fuck.
point
No,
because we're saying, how do we further and help the youth if we don't give them the truth about what's going on? You can't diminish.
I don't know if he
the
beat them.
argument with your
I don't know if
and
he
just
beat
leave
them.
it at- and leave it
But I
at
don't know.
L.
But I don't know if he beat them. I don't know if
He
he
beat them.
I don't
He
know.
beat them. That shit was several times. He beat them.
The
He
po-
beat them.
The point that I'm making. The point that I'm making is that he at least put people on. We talking about people who never put nobody on. Talking about they mad at what he said. Who the fuck you put on? Who did you help? Because that's what this shit is all about. Huh?
From what position? Like I said, he's still a fucking artist.
Who?
LL.
No, he's not. When the last time he put out music?
I'm not talking about putting out music. In his description, he's an artist. He's an executive somewhere. He's an executive at Def Jam. He's an executive wherever he at.
He could
As
have
far as
been.
the
Why
music.
isn't he?
So then how is he going to put somebody on if he's not an executive chair?
So how could you talk about the culture if you're not going to be an executive? You know that he had 3 failed record labels? Did you know that?
Yeah.
So
What was he doing at those
I don't
record
give
labels?
a fuck what he was doing. The point is, if
You
you
got to, because
No.
we're charging him for not putting nobody on and furthering the culture. If he wasn't the president of the day-to-day operations of those 3 labels, then he can't say shit. Because
Nope.
you still was an artist, nigga. You still wanted to pump your muscles and be a phenomenon instead of being an executive and make sure the next generation coming through that door was taken care of.
It's not even.
And that's what Act is saying
But it's-
when he's calling these dudes, yo, y'all dusty.
It ain't got nothing to
There's
do.
truth in that.
It's not
but then
even-
again, I'm looking from the space of being one of those elders and saying, yo, y'all had sucker niggas controlling your future.
Listen, it
They
had.
had suckers. I'm telling you, I was in those labels and in the meetings. And I'm looking at it like, son, you let this fucking Euro talk to you like that because you signed a contract? You serious? This is what was going on. These people were securing their family legacies off of hip hop. And these dudes would go in those offices and act like suckers and then get in the booth and spit some hard shit. You crazy. There was no power. But they want to front like they were able to do it. I get it. As an artist, creativity, we can't say nothing about, yo, what did G-Rap bring to the game? Yo, phenomenal artist. People to this day still can't spit the way he spit, how he spit. But what did he do? What did he do? Nothing. That's the charge that we give them pioneers. What did you do?
So Akademiks' retort was this. And it's something that I said. What was my biggest gripe with Jay-Z, Nas, and Diddy and people like that? What was my biggest gripe? Do you remember?
They never bring the information back.
So I watched Akademiks today. And he just said, yo, how people still getting beat. This shit is on y'all watch.
Right.
It's on y'all watch. So if y'all got beat, if you put somebody else on and put them in position, managerial position or whatever the case may be, then you definitely could get your paper off of what you bringing. So again, the tree is only a tree by the fruit that it bears.
But what do I always say?
If it's an apple tree and there's no apples, then it's not an apple tree.
But what do I always say? Damn the tree. If the tree is in a nursery that is controlled by Euros, you ain't controlling
It ain't controlled.
nothing.
But listen.
They're not controlling because they don't own the institution. They don't own it.
We don't
They
own.
never made a push to own the institution
So if that's
of
the
the recording industry.
But we never owned it. So if that's the case, let's just give up
But
everything. So let's just give up everything. What do we own? Let's give up everything. What do we own?
No, make the push to own it. Make the push to do it on your own.
How can you
and
own?
And then we won't have this discussion because now I can hold you, sir, accountable for treating me the way Whitey did. And nobody could do that because they can always shrug their shoulder and be like, yo, I don't own it. This is the game, son. That's just how it goes.
This is what I'm saying. A said executive told somebody, yo, I'm only doing what these white folks taught me. That's right? What, but it's somebody.
Exactly.
Listen.
Exactly. So that means Akademiks got truth to that. He could say that, like, yo, as a kid, as a youngin', y'all ain't give me shit to look at y'all as an example for. Because I don't have to look to y'all, because I can look to the industry.
Doggy, stop asking for a handout. Who the fuck am I asking for a handout for? You want to get blocked, bitch? I ain't asking nobody for shit. I'm not asking nobody for shit. I don't give a fuck about half of y'all, so I don't even know what you talking about. Asking for a handout? I'm talking about information that people supposed to bring back, because if I got beat, so that's equivalent to, yo, somebody's over there stabbing people and I got stabbed, but I'm gonna go heal my wounds, but I know y'all gonna go in there and get stabbed. No, your information supposed to say, yo, don't go in there, it's dangerous.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. So if hip hop, so listen, because it's the same people that was beating people then,
that's doing it
that's
now.
Beating people now. So if you got beat, if you got beat back then, and you complain about how you got beat, how you watch the babies come up in this culture and get beat, and they supposed to respect you if you let them get beat. You let them do that.
Right.
Because you didn't put yourself in a power position to stop it and change the industry. Why? Because you was a fucking custody or you was doing whatever. No, for real.
Right,
Listen, it's my responsibility. Right. It's my responsibility. That's why when people are in this culture trying to do this media thing, how much jewels do I get? Oh, nah, homie, nah, you got to change your thing. You got to do this. You got to do this. You got to do that, because if not, you're going to get jerked. How when they hack my Gmail, this is how you don't get your Gmail hacked. I don't have to do that. I can say, shit, it happened to you. Ask homegirl. People hit me. Yo, I got my Gmail hacked. How do I get it back? This is how you get it back. You understand what I'm saying? You know what they do? If you watch people get beat because you never embraced the youth. Oh, they whack. That ain't real hip hop. The real hip hop is over here. All that weirdo shit. Nobody care about that. Nobody care about that shit. You watch people get beat. You watch people, and then you saying you don't embrace the youth. The youth is weird. But you still have to fuck with the youth. We have to embrace them. That's our future. Yeah. And we correct them. And we correct them, those that are harming them. They never corrected the people that are harming them.
No, because they still sitting in that pocket. They still right there.
But what are they doing now? What are they doing right now? Podcasting.
Yeah, right.
So now you're coming in a culture that you actually have nothing to do with. You come in DJ Akademiks lane. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of it all, you can't be and say you should respect us when you turn a blind eye when Mr. Chester was touching the kids. I should respect you, and you knew because he touched you.
Right.
He touched you.
Right.
Why didn't you eradicate Mr. Chester? Why is it still the same people in the industry that beat you, that's beating us, and you ain't do nothing about it? All you doing is complain. But I should respect you, and you knew I was getting led to the slaughter. You knew they was going to take my publishing. You knew they was going to do that shit, and you never started a coalition out of all this time in the culture to stop and eradicate all that shit. But I'm supposed to respect you? Fuck out of here. And that's how I feel. Straight up and down. Y'all was in position to stop. Y'all was in a position to say this is what's going on, and y'all didn't do it. Y'all sat there because y'all want to be pretentious and come in the party, and we supposed to, and you, man, get the fuck out of here, man. Y'all should have embraced the youth when they come in the game and say, listen, homie, you gotta, this is what's going on. Or at least tell your truth. Yo, I was getting high. That's how I blew it. I didn't blow it because they beat me. Hey, I blew it because I sold my publishing. Oh, I sold my publishing for a chain. Don't sell your publishing. No, they want to act like, yo, you got to respect me. Fuck out of it. For what? For what? You understand what I'm saying? As this seat that I'm sitting in, if I blow it, I can't say, yo, I'm one of the people who founded all of this. What did I birth? What is my seed? You know how much seeds come from my fucking tree? You see them every day.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And I tell these people, yo, homie, nah, don't do that. People hit me all the time. Yo, could you hit me and help me with my YouTube? Yeah, give me your password. I'll go in there and do all your search engine optimizations. How much? Give me $50. Give me $100. You understand what I'm saying? They should have had a coalition. They should, because Rock the Bells radio, so what? What, you playing people on the radio? What the fuck? So you playing people who don't got their publishing.
Right. Right.
What is that supposed to do?
Right. Instead of, again, like I always say, and I asked you that, if these dudes is up for Billy, why they not systematically buying ownership of everybody's shit so we can really have power? They're not doing that. You up that much? And a lot of these people publishing is not even worth shit. But if in value, buy it. Give it to them and let them bubble. Let them own it.
So
but no, y'all don't do that. So now, yeah, your man is looking dusty. Your pioneer man that you came through the door with, now that you up TV shows, movies, and all this, you look at your man and he look dusty.
All right,
and his catalog might not be worth shit.
Now listen.
Buy his catalog, give it to him, and let him give it to his son who may know how to do this new shit and stream it and make his father shiny a little bit. Y'all not doing that. That's why I'm saying that there's a lot of shit that L missed, and y'all doing this shit for cap. Because again, there's opportunity for us to truly make a dent in this shit.
Let me ask you something. What's one of the biggest lines in New Jack City? What's one of the biggest lines on the for real? I used to be prom queen back in King High School. Used to be prom queen. Now you ain't nothing but prom fiend. Who cares?
For me, and in this situation, for me,
give a fuck what you did.
Nah, for me, I'm gonna be honest, and I'm going to do it because these dudes is in this position. He said, "You cut a side deal with that nigga, G." Yes, you did, G.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because that's what they did. So now the youth are Nino Brown saying, look, yeah, nigga, you cut a side deal with them dudes, man. You did. Y'all cut side deals with them. Bastards that never had nothing for us. Now we got the hammer. And we ain't got no sense. We get ready to body everything and run up off of the road with it.
Yeah,
that's what they doing.
So now look, right? Now another thing, because we talk about Grippergate, you trying to tell me none of these old dudes wasn't giving up them grippers?
Oh, yeah, a lot of shit was going on in Tower Records.
So again, now let me give it to you. Let me give it to y'all raw because I want y'all to understand me. If said individual is known to be giving up or taking grippers from people, you let them kids go in there, man. What was your reward for giving up your grippers? Because you don't got shit. But a legacy that you trying to hold on to. You let these kids go in there and give up their grippers? You let these babies go in there. You let this youth go in there, sign 360 deals. You didn't say nothing against 360. You didn't say nothing against that. You let that shit happen. That's on your watch. Me as a pioneer of media, when shit happened, I call people, yo, no, don't do that. Don't do that, homie. That's going to affect this, that, and the third. That's my job because everything that come after me is partially my fault. Right. But they elevate other people to positions and they don't say nothing. But has any of these dudes ever said, yo, me and such and such, I ain't gonna front. Yo, me and him got high one night, Studio 54. Because they was in these spots.
Yeah.
What was going on in these spots? This is beyond. We see this. What I'm saying. Nobody want to have on
shit.
And it's mad rumors about certain people.
Right.
So how you got where you at? Let's just be. We gonna have talk. Let's have talk.
Right.
Who you whopped off? So there's not rumors about a lot of them?
A bunch.
So what are we doing?
With zero transparency.
So what are we
I'm
doing?
gonna tell you, a lot of them was older than us when we coming through there. And dudes was sniffing coke, dudes was smoking Wooler blunts, dudes is doing a lot of weird shit. We seeing a lot of weird people. You know, kids is rebelling again. We like this. Oh, what's that? Who this? Who that? But those who were in position, who were on at the time, quote unquote, we tried to come and be fans or participants of this shit, and we were seeing a lot of weird shit. But didn't have access to what them dudes had access to, and none of them is being transparent about it.
This is what I'm saying now. Now bust it. But look though. But now look at this, bro. And let's just keep it real. These kids nowadays are custies.
Right.
Y'all was custies too. When y'all gonna come out and say, yo, the drug shit fucked my career up, little homie. That shit fucked me up. I had this. I had the dope OJ. And I lost all that shit because I chose to get high. I sold my putt. They don't do that. They just say, yo, respect me. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be here. You fumbled the fucking ball.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody remember the person who didn't score the touchdown. You fumbled the ball. So everybody is running around in this industry blind. If you notice that, bro, everybody is blind. Who is putting people on to the information, the do's and the don'ts? Because everybody who you come in contact with is trying to beat you. Even them old pioneers do. You never heard about Sugar Hill Records?
Mm-hmm.
They not the pioneers? Why? So let me ask you something. No, for real. Why they never spoke about Sugar Hill Records and what happens with they publishing? Why they don't talk about that? But you attack Akademiks when somebody from your era and somebody from you straight up and down took your shit? Y'all don't talk about that? Ask any of them old pioneers if they own their records, because it was old pioneers who took your shit.
Mm-hmm.
Why they didn't get their head punched off?
Right. Again, that's the lens and that's the view I'm giving y'all. I'm telling y'all firsthand, as somebody who was running around with that next generation and vocalizing it. Yo, it don't look right, son. Let me pop this dude. Nah, son, that ain't how this shit go.
You keep saying I can't take away what we did. First of all, I don't know you, so I don't know what you did. You could type that till your fucking fingers bleed. I ain't taking away what nobody did. I'm just saying, when you're in something and you want to be the standing person and you want your chest out, you have to open the door for the next person coming in. If y'all old riding for act, I'm about to block you because you a fucking cocksucker. You know what I'm saying? But the point that I'm making is that when you are a person who acting like, because the pioneers are kind of acting like gatekeepers. Respect what we did and all that.
You can't act like gatekeepers because they ain't got no gate. They ain't standing in front
This
of
is the
shit.
point that I'm saying. You don't own shit. I respect listen, I love, you know what? This is what we gonna do. We just gonna get you the fuck up out of here because I don't fucking like you. But the deal is this, right? I love that shit. That more of that shit is in my shit than anything. More of that shit is in my thing than any more of them old pioneer records, all LL catalog, Grandmaster. The Message is probably the greatest song besides Ain't No Half Steppin' ever made. I know Scorpio personally. Like I said, I respect a lot of them. I love a lot of them for what they did. But that shit, the game has. Hold up. Why he keep cutting Kareem off to talk tough in the chat? You've been cocksucking too, so you going time out too. Go play with your little booty. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that if we are people, and I did it first. I'm the pioneer of this shit. And I was done wrong in it. I'm going to make sure you didn't get done wrong because that's my get back. My vindication is to make sure, we going to clean. like Floyd Mayweather with boxing. You know how many motherfuckers was on juice beating people up and doing all types of shit? Floyd Mayweather came and said, nah, we gonna have to take testing. We gonna have to do something because I know a lot of y'all on that juice and I'm not gonna lose a fight unfairly. So he cleaned up boxing, but that was his duty. But everybody hate him, but he cleaned up boxing, right or wrong.
Yeah.
But how many people got their head punched off and talk slow as hell right now because they got their head punched off?
Right.
It took him to come and say, nah, we got to clean this up, man. This is fucked up.
Okay.
Look how Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, but okay. But see, they got satisfied when Jay said, I'm overcharging niggas for what they did to the Cold Crush. But that shit ain't help Cold Crush.
That is what I'm saying.
That shit ain't help them.
That's what I'm saying.
You said it sounds slick. But then you went off to a Billy. Cold Crush ain't got shit. And this is what actors saying. See, I get the conversation and the dialogue. Because I've been there from both sides of it. In every angle possible. I get it. But again, y'all still at the mercy of an industry you don't own.
Hey,
the whole planet
bottom line
is rocking to it. And I said that shit 20 years ago. Everything that we vibrate on is hip hop. This shit is selling batteries. It's selling insurance. They got hip hop beats in the Jab commercial.
Yeah.
Everything is hip hop. TV show is not more than 30 seconds that pass on broadcast TV that you can't see one of the 5 elements. But we don't own this shit. So I don't care who started it. I don't care who's finishing it. Because we're not capitalizing off of it. And the ones who are in a position not doing shit. So L can make the complaint all he want. He ain't doing shit about it. You're not owning it. You still participating in it from a lower level. And I can't say shit because you don't know the history of it. And you really ain't of it or part of it. You the nerd watching from the sidelines. So you can't critique what the damn elders and pioneers went through. You don't have a clue of what it's like growing up into a club like Union Square, the Fever, Latin Quarters, and have to get up and spit. Or go in the subway and spit, or go on the staircase and spit. And that energy and that element, you don't know what them dudes had to go through. You don't. You probably never been in a hip hop club. Period. Shits don't exist no more. You don't know that energy. You're a nerd talking from a goddamn computer.
But
and that's where we at right now.
Yeah, I'm about to say where we at with it.
That's where we at right now. So he can voice it from that perspective. But until they have a true dialogue about it, they both on opposite ends of the spectrum.
But then no, all right. Akademiks has the youth. He has the youth, so he has the influence, right? And what
and that's what scares L, because he can say
some shit that get y'all the fuck up out of here.
Of pioneers looking dusty, is terrible because now you threaten their well-being by him putting that picture in there. So now the pioneer can't go up in no established spots. Say, well, listen, man, let me represent your brand.
You a foul dude though, because you did send me a picture of a pioneer. He's like, look at this custody, right? He gonna say his name, but look how they be looking though.
Look how he look.
Not saying he got to be. Not saying he got to be dapper.
And again, how can they further that? You understand what I'm saying? That's that. I'm serious. Right now, if they came through, fuck what Benjamin Franklin do right now? Really?
That's what I'm saying.
Pop up today. And you're like, who the fuck is you? Ben Franklin, I'm on the 100 bill. Get the fuck out of
that's
here.
How.
You dusty.
Yeah. That's how.
So
but
now, what are they doing when they come through hip hop and they coming through? Yo.
Let me give you
a fucking tango and all this shit. Yo. The bar to the bar.
Yeah, the bang. But let me give you another one. The same people who's complaining about this, this is what I'm saying, hypocrisy at its finest. The same people who's complaining about you got to get the pioneers, they just do and they didn't. They laughing at Genuine. Saying he need to sit his old ass down. You know, I don't fuck with Genuine. You know what I'm saying? But they laughing at Genuine. They making fun of his dancing. Yo, he look crazy. Yo, blah, blah, right? But Genuine didn't put on. He don't deserve no respect. I just don't like his music. But there's people who love his music. But if he was Mick Jagger or Madonna, they'll be like, oh, she still got it for to be 87 years old. But Genuine need to sit his old.
But check what Madonna did.
She embracing the rappers and the youth.
All of them is in her video.
But she always done that though.
Right?
She's always done that though. She messed with Big Daddy Kane.
Now let's see these pioneers. Who the hell they got in their video as far as the youth? Do they have videos?
No, they don't got shit.
Okay then.
So the whole thing.
You see what I'm saying? This is what we going at with it. Like, don't tell me you created.
You trying to say Genuine is a pioneer of a sound. The first time you heard Timbaland was Pony with Genuine. That changed the sound. I don't know if y'all like it or not. Whatever. But it did. It changed the sound. That was the first time we heard that. Like, what the fuck is this? The triple time beats.
Right.
But people are saying, the same people who are beefing about what Akademiks is saying, Genuine need to sit his ass down. He look crazy. You understand what I'm saying? So when do we respect the people who still, because Genuine's still trying to make a living. He having fun. He's still trying to make a living. But we clown the people who still trying to make a living. We talk about Bobby Brown Jaw. I mean, come on, let's go. We talk about Bobby Brown Jaw. We talk about any of our elders who still trying to do it. So when he say they look old and dusty, was dudes making fun of DMX before he passed?
Hell yeah.
So
hell yeah. They clapped that verses, they ate them.
This is what I'm saying. He ain't
even the elder. He ain't even a pioneer. He ain't none of that. For me, he way new.
So
and they clowned him, and that's their own.
You two punks hating on the pioneer. But I got your punk, you fucking sucker. You two, y'all two, man, get the fuck up. I'm just gonna block you.
Stay in the bill.
Yeah. So my thing to you, my thing to you is this. When do the pioneers and elders get respect? Because we pick and choose when we gonna disrespect them. But if one person disrespect them and they don't like them, then it's cool. Like somebody said, Cool Kennedy said, look what they did to Smokey Robinson when he tried to put out some music.
When he trying to put some music out? What are you talking
about? You remember that Smokey Robinson shit?
Well, they trying to rerun that. That was old.
But it's still Smokey Robinson. Yeah, but it's still Smokey Robinson.
Wait, come on. What was that? It looked like the feds told him to do that. Like, yo, you owe you to do this. That's some.
It still was Smokey Robinson.
Yeah, but look at okay.
He was trying. Okay. He was trying. And Smokey Penn. Listen to me. Smokey Penn is all over music, all over songs. Right. That's Smokey Penn, and he did his thing. And Smokey tried. These dudes he's not saying, yo, I wrote for the Jackson 5, respect me. He's still doing music. He's still doing things.
But look at what he did, and then you compare it to somebody like Ron Osley, Mr. Big, or Charlie Wilson. If you're gonna do it, make sure you do it and you don't look crazy. And
but
that's what I was saying, like some of these elders and these pioneers of hip hop look crazy.
But Smokey didn't look dusty though. We just didn't like the song.
Because I think it was a joke. I don't think that shit was real.
Regardless to what, the point that I'm saying to you is that he is still trying to do something in the culture. You can't win today's game off of yesterday's points.
No, you can't. Okay, do we consider, and I don't even want to bring it because I can't stand him. Do we consider Black Thought an elder statesman of the game?
At this point, yes, for Philly.
Right.
Yep.
92, 93, right?
Yeah, for Philly. Yep.
How did he look in his last video? How did he sound?
I didn't like his last album. I didn't like the last
I'm not
album.
talking about the last album. I'm talking about this last joint he just did with Danger Mouse or one of them. Yo,
No, I don't like
how
that
does it
album.
sound?
That's what I'm saying. I don't
How
like.
they look?
I don't like that album. But we have to understand though, in this
He
culture.
still looks like he is in it.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. You can't come and misrepresent what you said you began. He still look good. He still sounds good. He a little chubbier. He look like a little grown man, but he is still exercising them 5 elements to the degree of which that he came.
Method Man.
You can't come in here.
Method Man, do he
bullshit?
Yeah, do Method Man look
expect to get praise because the youth is not even ready. Like, what is this? Like you said, sonically is not there.
Yeah.
They don't respond to the boom bap the same way we would. Everything is different. So you gonna come in there looking like that? You gonna come in there looking like MC Shan? She did me lonely and it left me lonely and all. You gonna come in there looking like that in 2023? It's not happening. And they know that. And the ones that's still in it know that. So miss me with that respect me because I am who I am shit. It don't work.
That's like, but this is equivalent to Fly Guy coming out and I'm gonna get you, sucker. You know what I'm saying? Fly Guy came out with this motherfucking the fishbowl, but he was fly. What's his name? No, his name is Fly Guy. He was the Fly Guy at one point, but then the shit evolved.
And look, the shoes, the street, the concrete is too hard.
And they chased him. Right. So this is what I'm saying, right? At the end of the day, not saying that you have to be a pioneer and you have to dress as I'm not saying none of that. But what I am saying, and I want this to be clear without all the emotionalism and people getting in their feelings or whatever the case may be, what I want people to know.
Their feelings.
Yeah, but
when you get in your feelings, you start to look at yourself and analyze and have to see, is this true? And then you're going to feelings catalyst for change.
No, but the point that I'm making with the people that we're supposed to respect because of what they did. I mean, people will laugh at Frederick Douglass' part in his hair. Like you understand what I'm saying? And you're not, shit is not funny. So at the end of the day, we both sound stupid. Don't worry about it. You ain't gotta listen to us. I'll get you up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So the point that I'm making is that they're not that you have to be well dressed or get you dapper Dan. You ain't gotta do none of that. That's not the point. The point that I'm making is that if you care about your representation in the culture, if you care how you're looked at, you control that. But what you did do wrong is that you let other people get harmed like you. And you didn't get nothing for it. You fucked up in the game. And that's what Akademiks said. Y'all didn't bring, he said my exact words. Y'all did not bring the information that was needed to push the culture forward. You just want to stand there and this, that, and the third. Yeah, you did all that. But look what we had to do. We had to take the same knives you had to take. We had to go through the same thing. And like I said, you gave up them grippers 30 years ago. Now he want his grippers. Why you ain't whisper, don't go in there, man.
Right.
I gave my grippers up for this, that, and the third.
Right.
They took my pub, they took my grippers. The house was in their name. Listen, you didn't do none of that. You understand what I'm saying? You didn't do none of that. So you sitting there quiet, like, respect me. But again, you watch people get touched in more ways than one. And then you're like, respect me. Nah, the respect comes from, again, you judge the tree by the fruit that it bears. So back then when they was doing hip hop, honestly, it was so new, they didn't know what they were doing. They were just doing it out of love. So it wasn't a lot of money. It wasn't a lot of stuff.
I'm telling you, it wasn't a thought of money. It was a thought of who's nicest
facts.
With this, man.
But the point that I'm making is that once the money starts coming, because LL is from the money. LL's from the money side of it.
Yeah, he graduated, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
From the respect side. remember, L came, we talking 83, 84, 85.
Yeah, he's from the respect side, but they hated him too. But the same pioneers hated him though.
Right, they went at him.
The same pioneers hated him.
Same pioneers.
Like he wasn't beefing with who? Who's not a pioneer? Kumo D. Kumo D's a pioneer. He didn't have beef with Kumo D.
Yes.
He didn't have beef with Ice-T.
Yes.
So what are we talking about? Them same pioneers that we supposed to respect went at you. Hard. Try to end you. So what are we talking about?
Right.
Jack the Ripper down my zipper.
Right. Hard.
You went at, but give me a lighter. Woof. Now you cut loose from that Jerry Curl juice. That's what LL said. So you was going at the pioneers too. Saying they was dusty and broken, all that shit. You was saying that shit too. Listen to the Break of Dawn. Listen to the Break of Dawn. Now look. Now let me give you another one. With your Star Trek shades on. Now let me give you another one. When Cannabis, young fiery dude, who ended Cannabis?
L.
How dope was Cannabis? Wasn't we looking at Cannabis might be the next dude?
As the next.
Who ended Cannabis?
L.
So what are we talking about? You understand what I'm saying? What are we talking about? So those were the pioneers. These were the newcomers. We got new kids right now that I try to listen to. I try to listen to shit and I be like, yo, hold on. Damn, I got to listen to certain shit because I want to see what the pulse is like. And then I listen to the shit and I say, because my old gym teacher ain't supposed to rap. Keep on to the break of dawn. Ice-T is not a founder and a pioneer of West Coast rap.
Yeah.
So he's not the old gym teacher no more? That's what you called him. No, for real. That's what you call. You called him the old gym teacher. That's what you did. So if you didn't have no respect for them then, you think 23 years, we going to hear that old shit and be like, ooh. Because To the Break of Dawn was a hard diss record. So you can't.
Very hard.
Yeah, you can't.
Very hard.
Where he flamed mad people.
Yeah.
So at the end.
He flamed Michael Jackson.
So this would, he also did.
Not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, he also did the song with the races. Remember that? I put down my do-rag if you put down your chink. But again, we got short-term memory. Y'all don't remember that? Y'all don't remember that.
Most of them might not know because these people here are stuck on emotionalism. They think we don't know what the hell we're talking about or we not well schooled in this shit. But they know. I bet L know what the fuck we're talking about. I bet Act know what you're talking about. They know. We know what the hell we talking about.
Give me a lighter. Now you cut loose from that Jerry Curl juice. Ooh, I love that shit. Listen, when you get a chance, audience, listen to LL To the Break of Dawn. He dissed a lot of the pioneers.
Yeah.
He dissed a lot of the pioneers, but they was going at him too. Going at him. This is what hip hop culture was. So when academics say, come on, man, like I made my own lane in this media shit. I did what I did, man. Them old niggas always talking about what they started, man. Y'all niggas is dusty. It's like the accidental racist. I'm like, damn, maybe he shouldn't say that, but when you self-made, you brag different. I'm telling you, when you know that ain't no corporation on your back, you brag different. You brag different. Because what one of them supposed to do, one of the elders, one of them supposed to do, they supposed to son him. Because that's your son. This is what I always say about the youth. We always got to take the youth and say, yo, look, nah, you little homie, this is what you're doing. If you don't listen, fine, but just remember I told you.
Well, I guess that's what he thought he just did.
Anyway, Akademiks going to come back crazy. You know what I'm saying? Akademiks going.
Y'all give voice to him. I don't fuck him.
They said LL. You said LL diss Tupac too? See, I ain't know that. I ain't even know that. But you know, we could go.
Again, the dialogue is deeper, and you have to have the intellectual capacity to have it, and the truth, and transparency, and the courage to do it.
And again,
I'm not owned by nobody. I don't give a fuck. I tell the truth. I say it all day. I'm telling you, I seen dudes sniffing coke, smoking weed.
That's what I'm saying.
It was pioneers of the game. It was looking dusty back then, so I know what the fuck they look like now. And
But
I seen the sucker niggas that y'all was letting coming through the door.
yeah,
Saying, yo, chill, nah, he all right, nah, shorty just trying to learn. I was like, this dude ain't with us. He not about this life. And y'all let them in, and soon they started magazines and blogs and part, and now look what we not got now. Bunch of sucker shit where anybody could say anything and not be held accountable for it.
so before we go, I just want to ask you something, and maybe somebody could explain it to me as the elders and the pioneers that we should be respecting, because there's always names that come up. One of them got some controversy with them. They're not FBA, so if y'all on some FBA shit, they're not FBA. So I thought we was not respecting FBA. I thought we was only respecting FBA. See, this is what I'm saying. You see how the goalposts get moved? First it was, you didn't start hip hop. This one didn't start hip hop. Then it's, now respect the pioneers. But you don't even respect the pioneer because you said he wasn't even there. He said he was. So y'all infighting. That's what I'm saying. Like it's listen, when that disrespect came out of who started it, and people started arguing, the old people started arguing about who started it, and you was there in Puerto Rico. Y'all, listen, y'all open up the door for people to just start saying, man, who cares who started? Y'all broke and dusty. And what did I say? I don't care who started it. Who the fuck own it? I'm about ownership. So who owns it? So when people try to poke their chest out and they got mohawks and all types of crazy shit and they trying to be in it, I just want to just ask them what magazine you got, what website you got, what do you have culturally to teach the youth? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about no museums and all that shit. That shit is a money grab. Because is it free? If it's a free museum, fine. But if you got to pay an entrance to get in the museum, I don't give a fuck about that, because that's for profit. You understand what I'm saying? What are you doing? What do you have to stop people from going through what you went through? And if you don't have that, then you just somebody sitting there.
They don't.
Because
the NBA have the courses when you come through for the rookies, how not to get beat by a little scally stunt.
Yeah. Facts.
Your money, how to do all that. In hip hop, you don't see nothing.
Yeah, they be like, yo, how to stay away from groupies. Yup.
How to stay away from getting your publishing to what does this mean? What does that mean? How to control your merch, all that. Where's that class on a regular basis? And who not to deal with in that, oh yeah, this man been doing it for 30 years. This dude for 25 years. Oh, nah, that's that company right there. Nah. Where they at? They're not there.
And
nobody telling them what to do or how to do it.
If one of them old executives put a token in your booty for a record deal,
right, you
should know and respect and tell who slid a Metro card or a credit card through your ass, through these UFAs. You should be on that type shit. You know what I'm saying? You should be on that type shit. You should be like, yo, nah, there's been executives in the culture that been doing people dusty and they still live. Let's get them out of there at least. Because the people who be, listen, I'm telling you, when y'all really find out, watch the publishing scam. It's right on this channel. When y'all find out who, there's a lot of people that have been embezzling this shit for like 30 years. And he beat him. And now you still here to beat people in 2022? And they know they got beat and they didn't expose it. Why? So again, if you...
And then this will get me tight, dog, because a lot of people don't know. You know. But I'm telling you, they have told me, yo, son, this dude right here, that's the real dude right there that's eating off the label and he got my... And I said, son, what you want me to do?
Yeah.
Marv, you know where he live? And he get quiet. That shit right there is why we at where we at now. Because they had dudes in play that could have stopped that shit.
Yep.
Could have stopped the molestation. Could have stopped the financial bond that they got on these rap dudes. And these same sucker rap dudes, y'all lucky I ain't calling y'all names, allowed it. Because I asked you for names and addresses. when I was on my bullshit. And y'all close your fucking mouth.
So when the new dudes come out and get to the bag and you talking about respect me, you could have stopped shit back then. You could have made certain calls and be like, nah, get them the fuck out of here.
When there wasn't no cell phones and cameras.
And you close your ears and your eyes and what I'm telling y'all is real. Y'all could be triggered by what Akademiks said because it's very triggering to a certain extent. It is disrespectful, but again, yeah, people was making fun of Master P and Dame that people that said, let's pull out these systems, let's do our own thing. Nah, we got to be with them. When they was trying to start a distribution company with James Prince, Suge Knight.
When they had the strength.
When they had the strength.
Dudes.
Yo, you know that.
So many dudes. I'm not
no, listen to me. No, listen to me. Do you know that?
The army of dudes that's still in the mountains because of these rap dudes and they sucker shit.
Listen to me. It was a point when the new dudes ain't making money from music. Are you serious? All right, you're gonna go down because you said more than one stupid thing. 2 strikes you out. Anyway, do you know that when Murder Inc., Rap a Lot, and Death Row was trying to do a distribution company? Because Chris Gotti, if you watch my interview, he said they was talking about it. All of them got raided by the feds out of nowhere. All of them.
Mm-hmm.
And LL, you are a legend. You did your thing. But 50 Cent wrote for you. Can't be the GOAT, bro. He wrote a song for you. I don't like that shit. I don't like that. He wrote Paradise for you. You can't be the GOAT. You respect.
I still say Kane wrote a couple of joints for him too, but
who?
Fuck. Kane.
We out.